Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I am Chaotic Vito. You were absolutely awesome. Hey, let chaos reign. Chaos Gremlins, welcome back for our 10th episode of Turn of Fortune's Wheel. Man, it has been a heck of a time. Before we begin, though, let's reintroduce our players. Alex Vander, played by Dubstepper, will not be here tonight, but he will be here in spirit. Next to him, we got Nameless Orange. How's it going, my guy? Who you playing tonight?
Tonight I'm playing Felmir, my Autognome Artificer.
Nice. Below me here, Nerdy Nobody. How's it going, my friend?
How's it going, everyone? Tonight, I'm going to be playing my Bugbear Druid due to Kayada's unfortunate demise last session.
Death is a thing, but do not fret. May be back. Who knows? Let's see here. I lost some music. There we go. Next to him, we got Twisted Fate. Hey, how's it going, my guy?
Hello.
Who are you playing tonight?
Doing really well. I'm playing Pops.
Pops. Always welcome, Pops. Then last but certainly not least, Prof, how you doing? Who you playing?
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm playing Tal. And it's going to be a fun night if I can get my audio worked out here so I could hear y'all properly. And not doubled. Oh, you know what the double is? I'm watching your stream.
Hey, I appreciate it very much. All right, so, and also, I'm Chaotic Vito. I'll be your humble DM for the evening. Last we left off, the party yet to be named, currently just known as the party. At the beginning of last session, they found themselves locked in the study and the common area with Flarsh, the Gore Drinker. It came to blows. Kayada, played by Nerdy Nobody, perished in extraordinary fashion. Well, if you can call a couple hits extraordinary. But they eventually destroyed Flarsh and freed Zathir, the proprietor, owner of the Walking Castle, freed her home of all the interlopers, thieves, right? Then they talked to Zathir about what was going on. Zathir offered to take them around in the Walking Castle, wherever they needed to go. And they were like, hey, we're looking for this dude. And she was like, hey, I know that dude. And they were like, oh, wow, when did that happen? And she said, well, it happened, but he left. So they found out a little bit about Rome, R04M, who happened to get a lift from the Walking Castle in Zathir, somewhere over near Automata, the gate town to Mechanus, which is a little bit away from where y'all are, and it is the home of Modrones and mechanical beings and nice even lines of direction and dictation, and everything has its own place. So y'all decided to ask Zathir to take you in the Walking Castle to Automata to go look for Rome. Alex Vander found an item that was left behind by Rome, looked to be a Mimir, which is an item that wasn't really looked at too much. Alex Vander pocketed it before anyone knew that it was pocketed. So Alexander's not here tonight, so they have that. But it is going to be absolutely awesome. Y'all find yourselves on your way to Automata after having woken up, taken a long rest, and are currently in the Walking Castle. Let me get y'all over to the right screen. And you are all currently in the Walking Castle, on your way to Automata, and waking up in a brand new day. So, the party. The day is yours, my friends. Zathir wakes up, and as you all awaken, Zathir is just kind of hanging out on the couch. Says, "Well, good morning. I trust you all slept well."
Not as well as a robot sleeps.
I assume fairly well, because you don't. And you seem to be just fine. Hopefully.
The hay was surprisingly comfortable.
It is. You know, we had an Aarakocra friend who was traveling with us for a little bit. They built that nest, and I never got rid of it. I tried to leave it the way they left it, in case they decided to come back. So I'm glad it was put to good use. The perch outside of that room, he made it. He would go out there and he would just perch and just sit there and watch as we walked about the Outlands. It was very nice.
I would like to check out this perch, but I do not think I could stand on it.
Hey, she's probably fine. She could stand on it.
Kate shrugs his shoulders. Well, what is the worst that could happen?
It's true.
And he will proceed to go and try and somewhat stand on the perch.
Okay.
Because, you know, peer pressure.
Right.
God, say just Assassin's Creed jumping off the top of the tower.
This massive bugbear just flying through the air effortlessly.
So you're stepping out on the perch?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Make me an athletics roll.
Can do. Not going to be great, but depends on the dice. Not as bad as I thought. It was a 13. Doesn't look like it's showing up.
No, it's not. That's okay. 13, yeah, you hear the perch start to creak and slightly bend, but you do step out on the perch, and it's a very nice view. Although you're kind of moving not in the direction that the perch is facing, you're kind of moving off to like the southeast a little bit with the movement of the castle, but you get a pretty good view of everything around, all the colored treetops, and the spire always center in the Outlands. You get a good view of that off in the distance. It's a nice perch.
After a few seconds of gazing on the perch, Katse will notice the bending and the creaking, and will start to feel uncomfortable, and then walk back out.
Yeah.
He'll look at one of the others and say, "It is a great view if you would all like to see it, although I do not think I did the perch any favors."
I was more or less surprised you didn't fall down.
As am I.
So is the DM. It seems like Alexander hasn't come out of his room yet. You hear like ruckus snoring from inside the room. Seems Alexander's still kind of out of it, still asleep for a little while, at least. Is there anything y'all would like to talk about in the morning now that you've woken up and you've gotten a little bit of rest?
I want to ask about how long it would take for us to get to our destination after, you know, the rest and stuff.
Zathir kind of walks through the door to the east and looks out the window and kind of gauges, and then walks back and says, well, I would gauge probably a couple days at the very least. But it could be sooner, it could take longer. There's some things with the gate towns. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar, but the Outlands kind of shift. Gate towns can move. They can be in different places than you thought they were. When you could have sworn they were in one specific spot. And it's the way the plane moves. Everything shifts. I mean, nothing really disappears very often. But sometimes they swap places, the gate towns. Sometimes. I know it's kind of random, but it doesn't happen super often. But we just kind of deal with it because we really can't stop it. I don't know. It's a weird place. And that's why I love it. Couple days.
Kato kind of like nod his head in affirmation like he understands. And then he'll look at everybody like, is anybody hungry? I can make us breakfast if you would like.
Well, I think it would just be you and Pops and our host here eating.
Kate, being oblivious to two of the party members, are mechanical.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Zathir
Very
agrees
well.
as well. It'd be very kind of you.
I will look at her and ask. I'll tell her that I somewhat rifled through the pantry a little bit, but wasn't able to find much. But I'll ask her if there's anything like substantial I can make and what she would like, or what anybody would like, based on the ingredients she has.
Oh, you have to go to the top shelf. That's where you get the nice stuff. And no worry, my castle is your castle while we're traveling. And she kind of waves her hand a
Very
little
much
bit.
Appreciated.
And the top, like above where you were looking before, like the cabinet opens up. And it's kind of like, you know, like the comical, you open a door and like someone packed balloons and stuff behind it and they all kind of flood out. It's kind of
Yeah.
like that with like spices and, well, we can say like cans of different types of veg, and there's like a cold box, like a freezer box that has like some cold meats and veg in there as well. There's a lot of seasoning and stuff, so you can pretty much make just about any kind of regular food that you can think of.
I thank her and summon my wildfire spirit again, and I just say, Susie, breakfast. And then Susie and I go gather ingredients and we start cooking some breakfast for everyone.
Neat. Zathir turns. Go ahead.
It's basically, it's me and Pops and the party who are eating stuff, right? Felmer and Tal can't. I mean, I guess they could eat food, but it really wouldn't do anything for them.
Just opens up a space in the bottom where he would pull the food out after it goes in the mouth. The whole steak.
Yep.
Alright, so Pops and I will get. Let me check my character sheet real quick. Pops and I will get 3 temporary hit points from eating the breakfast for my my cook treats chef ability.
Nice.
Much appreciated.
Very nice. Zathir, while you're cooking, Zathir will look at everybody and say, while you're looking for your friend in Automata, do you have a plan? when you get there,
Do we need a plan?
it's always good to have a plan if you were to start somewhere specific, work your way out. But I haven't been in the gate town in quite some time. However, I don't think it really changed a whole lot. But be prepared for a lot of paperwork if you want to do certain things. They're very much they have their left and right limits, and they have a line that they pace by. So if you want to do certain things or go certain places, there's I can't recall the name, but it's like a Better Business Bureau where you fill out paperwork to do certain things, and the paperwork takes a while because everything's done in triplicate, of course.
Guys
So
are just the worst.
Well, that means there might be record of our friend's travel if we could peer over into the records.
If they let us.
that is true.
One of us is pretty good about being nosy.
You still hear snoring from Alex Vander's room.
I'm gonna sit down at the table and pull out my all-purpose tool. Kind of use it to tighten some random screws stuff on me to try to fix this worn robot body up a little bit.
Yeah.
While we're hanging out. We threw all the corpses out of the castle, right?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna put one in Alex Vander's bed for when he woke up.
Tal is sorry. Tal threw most of them out the window.
Katse will have finished the breakfast, and he'll put a plate down in front of Pops. He's like, I apologize if it is too spicy. Susie prefers it that way. And then I'll look at Felmare and Tal. Say, is there anything you mechanical beings eat or consume?
I don't even have a mouth. My voice just comes out of a speaker box.
Tal doesn't eat. Or at least he doesn't ever remember eating. Can I eat? Sticks finger in mouth. Maybe? No. I don't need to eat.
Well, if you can, there are extra helpings if you would like to try. He'll also set a plate for Alexander. So I guess it's me, Pops, what's her face, and Alexander. So there'd be 4 plates set. 5 including Tal if he wants to.
Nice. Okay.
Her name is Zathir.
Zathir.
Xavier. Alright.
Yes.
I don't know why, but I'm having a horrible time trying to keep her name memorized. Zathir, what do you do for
Yes.
fun when you're just traveling around?
Oh, I read and I record and I take notes and I send messages to my friends in other places. I correspond with them, but I mean, you're really never alone when you have your imagination.
That is true.
Yes.
So it's quite possible we could get to this close to this gate town and it could just move right before we get to it.
Yes. But, I mean, we can just keep walking, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. If anything, I guess we could just go to whatever gate town takes its place.
So, the way my castle moves, it doesn't really go off of like set coordinates, if you will. The Castellan, it's an ever moving map. So it's kind of like a live map. If the gate town were to shift, our castle would shift direction because it's anchored to the gate inside the gate town. So if the gate town were to move, then the gate would also move. So then the anchor would change and the direction of the castle would shift. So if we abruptly change directions, we'll know why.
So that is why you were unable to give me an an estimated time of arrival, because the gates could shift.
That is correct.
Does anybody have any ideas of what we can do for fun?
Research.
There is a library.
I actually would not mind reading up a bit. It could be interesting. Learn a few things.
Belmir, would you mind going over some of yesterday? I appear to have missed out on comings and goings and discussions as I was lost in my own research. We can do that later.
That's fine. Oh, you mean when you were hanging out in the tub reading that book?
Prior to that, when I was on the couch reading that book.
Oh, yes.
So I am feeding squeakers as well.
Yeah, squeakers, as you reach inside your vest with little hunks of meat, a little head, devoid of a skull with just a pink brain showing, just reaches out and takes a little nibble and then disappears back inside your vest.
Kate starts smiling. I am happy to know that my food is appreciated.
So what did you make?
Just a small little like kind of like buns, but with a little meat inside of them and spices on the top. So they're kind of like a spice, like I describe it as like a spicy meat bun or spicy meat roll.
Neat. As you guys are continuing just to munch away and chit chat, chill where you all are, I guess, and adjust your location. Yes, as you guys, you look outside, or you hear yelling and cheering. Looking out the window, you kind of see a group of a dozen lizard folk cheer as one among them strains, then hefts a barrel-sized boulder over her head. You see that she holds it for a moment and then drops to the ground amid even more cheers. Does anyone understand Draconic?
Being interested enough, I will probably mark off comprehend.
Tal understands Draconic.
Nice. Okay. Perfect. Hearing the yells, you hear things like, way to go, Cespetch! Way to go! You raised that boulder high! You can do it again. And things like, not too far now. This year has gone on so long, we're almost home. And then another one says something along the lines of, I bet you couldn't do a bigger one. Ha 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 ha. And laughing and cheering. Woo, yeah.
They are engaged in most entertaining sport, at least to their eyes.
And as the walking castle kind of comes to a stop, and Zathir kind of looks out and says, ooh, and she makes her way over to, I guess she would probably just go out, like, go downstairs to the library if anyone wanted to follow, and go near a door.
Yes.
And I'll follow her.
And then you all see a bunch of lizard folk just kind of hanging around each other, cheering, and the one in the center there picks up another boulder, a little bit bigger, and hefts it above her head, and kind of struggles a little bit, and then tosses it like 5 feet amidst even more cheers and hand claps and whoops. And they see you all standing there, and they kind of wave.
Kate will be like, they appear to be having fun, and then he'll wave back in a friendly manner.
And they, let me grab a few of them so they can get closer. The walking castle kind of shifts itself and lowers down near the ground so you guys can talk a little bit easier. And a few of them walk over in your direction, and they say in a very slimy, deep, guttural, draconic language that I can't do right now. I did not warm my throat up. I apologize. They say, hey, how's it going? Do you enjoy the show?
Talgo. Much great sport.
Indeed it is.
What is the goal?
Oh, this,
In common,
and they say, oh, this, and they all kind of pick up a little boulder and like toss it. They like shot put it like 10, 20 feet, and they say, we're just taking a break. And
Toss
then,
things with such great heft.
yes, we do. We're in the middle of our, we're almost done. Every year we take a jog around the Outlands, and we're almost back to the bog. We're almost home.
Take you that whole year to get around the Outlands?
It does. And they say
are they still speaking Draconic?
yes.
Okay. Kate will look around confused, not understanding anything, and just like kind of shrug his shoulders a little bit with a very puzzled look on his face.
I'm gonna touch Katse, and he's going to receive tongues, which allows him to speak and understand.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Can you touch me, Pops? I don't know what they're saying.
Can you touch me, Pops?
Yes, I can. I do that once more.
Okay, now everyone can understand the Draconic. Before it was just... But now it's very gruff. Words that you understand. They say that it does take us a year to travel around the Outlands. We do a jog. We travel over the mountains, through the peaks, and then down the valleys, past every single gate town, and it's a tradition. It takes us a year to traverse.
Where'd you say you come from?
Why, the bog. Semyunya's bog. SEMUA. I'm just going to copy and paste it.
Okay.
This place. Semyonya's. Semi's bog. But they do say, Sespech steps forward, which is this one who is hefting, steps forward near Pops and kind of says, but to be honest, we are a bit drained, and we're kind of tired from our year-long trek. And she kind of looks up at your castle, at the walking castle, and says, we would appreciate a ride if you wouldn't mind.
Katse being surprised that he can now understand the languages and hearing what they're saying. He's like, I cannot guarantee you travel, but if you would like, I can cook you a nice meal.
Can anyone participate in the rock lifting? Shoulder at Al and Katse and Fel.
You definitely can. But we do have contests back home in the bog if you're interested in some lighthearted competition. Feats of strength and acrobatics and knowledge.
Katse will kind of like get a little bit of a grin on his face and say, I am not the strongest, but I am always up for a challenge. I like to test myself.
Al will be like, great sport is great as long as it doesn't get in the way of the mission.
You're on a mission? So are we. You see, we're jogging around the Outlands. Oh, wait. We already told you that. I guess the sun is getting to us. And like a big chest laugh. With some slithers in there, too.
So, how far away is this bog?
Oh, maybe a couple hours, maybe a little more. Just further on south there. You guys were came from the way that we were coming, so we're going the same way.
What do you think,
Katse will
Gr-
be like, yeah. I'll say, I suppose we could ask. It would not hurt at all.
Yeah, I'll turn to her and be like, what do you think, girl? Your castle.
Oh, I never turn down anyone who asks for a ride. It's always good to get to know the denizens of the Outlands, and Semyunya is a very interesting deity. It's always nice to hear who people follow these days, or who species follows these days, who the Outlanders follow these days. She goes through and correcting herself. And Sespech, go ahead.
I'll ask them if they have any like ingredients on them, as he doesn't feel like there might be enough to sustain everybody food-wise, and he wouldn't feel comfortable exhausting every one of her resources.
Sespech kind of chuckles a little bit and says that they find their food on the road. They really don't have much on them. They eat, but they hunt and they kill as they move, and they eat on the go. But there is a big feast waiting for them when they get back. They don't have, she says, we don't have much to offer, but at our feast, you are welcome to join in the revelry.
Pop's looking
In that
around on the
case-
ground. Are there any bugs or lizards?
There are 12 giant lizards in front of you.
Yeah, maybe not. Bugs?
Yeah, there's some occasional bugs.
Okay,
So
I'll
you
try to
find a
catch
few.
one.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Pop's
guidance.
dexterity. Okay,
19.
even with that. Very nice. Yeah, you find a nice big juicy kind of looks like a dung beetle, but it has like two heads.
Okay. I'm gonna eat it.
Okay. They'll smile and clap and say, "That's the spirit. Find what you can off the land and get your protein in." They all like strike a Chad pose. Protein.
Does anyone want to lift a rock?
Hotset's gonna try.
Cool.
All right.
I'll start ascending the stairs and smile back at my party, a bug part still in between my teeth.
Katsu, you want
Hotset
to...
kinda picking up on what he's doing. He nods and follows him downstairs.
You come down to pick up a boulder.
Yep.
How big are you trying to get?
What about that one there? Medium sized.
Okay. As you...
Go to.
Where are you?
Oh, you're still in the kitchen. Got it.
Yeah. Movie down here. There you go. One of the ones that she picked up? Or it's just a different one? Because hers is pretty large. You try the same size, you're going a little smaller. Or bigger. Katse, you gonna go about her size of boulder? A little bigger, a little smaller? What you thinking?
Probably a little smaller, but Katse wanting to like really challenge and test himself, he's gonna go around the same size, but probably just a little smaller.
Okay. As you begin to lift this boulder up, give me a strength check.
Can he do it with advantage?
What's the advantage?
I'm gonna use telekinesis if needed.
Okay.
I rolled a 13.
13. With that size, Pops, you said you're using telekinesis to try to help him?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll at advantage.
No, my second one was 11, so I have 11 and 13.
The 13. You attempt to lift it, and you get to about like you cradle it. It's sitting on your knees, and your arms are wrapped around it, but you can't seem to get your hands underneath it to push it up. And Sespech walks over and says, "You have to use your legs at the same time." And she takes her hands underneath yours and like just lifts it above you while you're still holding on to it. And then like takes your back and presses your back forward and like kicks your feet out into a wider stance. And then you're actually like holding it above your head. And then she lets go and it becomes very, very heavy.
I'm assuming he drops the boulder at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Kase dropping the boulder, he'll like be kind of out of breath, but he'll look back at her and smile and say, "I very much appreciate the tips that you have given me. I will consider that for next time."
Everyone else cheers and cat calls and slaps hands and strikes poses.
I like these people. They are fun.
And as they get done there, they're gonna say thank you very much for the ride. Once we get back to the bog, there's many more feats that we can give it a shot. Y'all can try out, and they kind of make their way into the walking castle. Zathir gives them a quick rundown of how the library works. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. And she goes up to the Castellan to instruct him where the next stop is. And they all kind of disperse around the library, kind of picking up benches, like bench pressing the table, finding heavy books and like balancing them on the back of their hands, and just kind of being, I don't want to say like destructively ruckusy, but like respectful ruckus is basically what they're doing. They're having a good time. Yep.
Just a group of gym bros.
Yep. That's essentially what they are.
Before going inside, I'm going to pick up a palm-sized rock and put it in my memento bag.
Nice. Very nice.
Where exactly are we?
Good question.
I'll ask.
Y'all
There.
are about here. Y'all should be on the Outlands map. And let me move this. Show you this. Layer. They kind of say, "Oh, we're not too far away from the bog." Oh, hang on. Shit. That disappeared. Layer. Send it back. There we go. Hey. Y'all aren't too far away from the bog. Y'all should now see the name. So you're not too far away.
Kate will look at the party and ask them if it's okay if they stop off for the feast so he can potentially learn a few cooking techniques.
Hey, we're already going to be there.
Zathir has no issue with that. She comes down. She will take you wherever you need to go. She's just happy to have people and places to actually plug into the castle on. So as they're kind of Jim broing it out, the next little while, they're kind of chatting. They're going up to like the statues and kind of pushing it one way, pushing it the other, not letting it fall or anything or destroying anything, but just like you said, being Jim Bros, kind of respectfully doing things. Let's see. And then they, at one point, they're like, "Oh, we're there. We're here. Stop the castle." And the castle stops moving, and I'm not gonna completely take them off, but they start to make their way. It's a lot to do individually. They start to make their way off the castle. Let me see. As you guys begin to exit the castle, this music is just not what I want.
Not too suitable, but it was a pretty good track.
Yep. Let's see. That's not it. Exploration. Let's see. Wild. There's nothing that's holding right. Let's see. Camp? Nope. What is this nonsense? All right, how about tavern? Let's just throw some tavern here. Okay. The domain of the deity Semuanya, is a pleasant smelling swamp full of bright flowers and colorful bugs. Through trees draped in vibrant moss come the cheers of lizard folk engaged in competition and revelry. So, go to the next map. Oh, Alexander's not there. He's still sleeping. All right,
Dead
everyone.
to the world.
Dead to the world. All right, y'all should be on the swamp map, the bog map.
Kato,
Okay.
take a deep breath and smell all the pleasant smells. This smells nice. I like this.
Yeah. So as you guys kind of make your way through, Stespech goes off the castle and she's walking with you guys, and she thanks you guys for bringing her group home and invites you all to relax in the bog. And everyone's like welcoming you as guests and high-fiving you and doing the bro clasp, the Arnold hand clasp. Everyone's doing that. The spirits of everyone you see are raised. It seems like they are indeed having a welcome back feast for these dozen lizard folk. You can see some lizard folk that are leaping from tree to tree, kind of doing a choreographed dance. Some are chasing dragonflies, large swarms of giant dragonflies. Some are doing like a pole vault with reeds through the bog. Let's see. You see a handful of lizard folk like swimming in the muck. A lot of them are lifting rocks, lifting like stacked logs, and there's some that are doing tug of war, it seems, over a muddy pit. And off in the back end, there's a large feast being prepared with different, very nice smelling meats. There's some veg, but it's mostly meats and more meats and more meats over spit and fire.
Katsu's gonna be drawn in by the smell of all the different meats.
Okay. That would be over, let's call it over this way. Across the way where that stump is. Give me a nature check.
Can do. $14 on that.
Okay. Looking at some of the meats, you notice some things that are akin to like roast hog. There's some shanks of very large, kind of looks like prehistoric-ish creatures. There's like a seafood spit that has like a very long, very thick, windy suction cup tentacle that's being cooked over. And there's one lizard folk that's kind of sprinkling some seasoning on everything as they're rotating the spits.
I'll look at him and I'll say to him, as one cook to another, I know it is not normal for one to give one's recipe, but I must ask, what are you seasoning this meat with? It smells delicious.
He looks at you, he kind of smiles. Give me a persuasion check. Oh, I got that one. Good. He kind of laughs.
Not the worst, but
Yeah. He laughs and he says, it's all things you find in nature. Nothing special. But this specific concoction is a family recipe, family brew. And kind of winks at you and slithers.
He'll smile and nod. He's like, I understand. May I have some?
He says, you can have some on the meat when it's done cooking. You know what? And he thinks for a second. And he says, this needs to rotate for a little bit. I got about 5 minutes. If you can best me in a competition, I will give you a pouch of my family's seasoning. What do you say?
Will get like a very like a brightful, like, cheery look on his face, and like, I am always looking for good competition. I accept your challenge, my friend.
Good. Let's see. Any kind of gestures to all the competitions, all the little things that people are doing? And he says, please, you're a guest. What will it be? Will it be anything acrobatics or something that shows your diametric skills, or and then he shows to some skinnier lizard folk some trivia or just feats of strength. What do you say?
Kate will look at him like, well, I will admit, despite my sizable stature, I am not the strongest, but I am surprisingly dexterous, nimble, as you would say.
Okay. Perfect. And he guides you over to an area that is, you can see, let's see, there's about 6 mossy logs that are kind of haphazardly spaced from each other. And you look and you see a handful of lizard folk jumping from one to the next, but some are kind of losing their footing because of the moss. but they're leaping from log to log to log. And they're like sitting on the muck. And he says, all you gotta do is get to the other end in one piece before I do, and don't get wet. And he
accept your challenge.
He steps up on a log, and he invites you to do the same. And then he starts to count down. He has 3, 2, 1. All right, so I need you to make, as you leap to the next log, give me an acrobatics check.
Right. That's an 18.
Okay, good.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. You both at the same time leap from one to the next log. You keep your footing, and you begin to jump to the next one. And you both keep your footing fairly well. Roll me another athletics check as you jump to a rather oversized log, fully covered in moss, sitting in the swampy bog. Hang on. Acrobatics. Yep, acrobatics.
I only got a 10 on that one.
Okay, he got a 7. So you both jump to the next one. And you catch with your first foot and you're good, but as you land your second foot, you start to slip, and he lands at the same time, but he lands on both feet and it's kicked out from under him, and he catches like behind his knee on the moss, and he flips backwards into the bog like a split second before you fall. Everyone around you begins to cheer and laugh and joke, and still cheer and come over, and they lift you both out of the bog, and they start to pat you all on the back, and he stands up and he says, well done, you bested me. Here, as promised. And he hands you a very small pouch of seasoning. Now, if you'll excuse me, and he like shakes
I'll reach
his...
out my hand to shake his.
He shakes your hand in classic Jim Bro Arnold fashion. The clasp is heard from a mile away. And he says, now if you'll excuse me, I must be back to my cooking. And he gives you a slight little head tilt, and he turns and he goes back toward the cooking. So while they were doing that, so you got your little pouch of seasoning. Is anyone else interested in any of the competitions that are going on? Well, you see Katse is running along logs and falling into bogs.
Logs and bogs.
So, what was the other things that we could do?
So you can see there's like a dragonfly chase, a pole vault, a tree leap is what he was doing. He was leaping across the bogs. And then there's like a diamatic display, which is like you see a couple like facing off against each other and like roaring and like puffing up and stuff like that. Or some are like mimicking the sounds of like crocodiles and hyenas. And then there's some that are doing like, you can hear kind of like trivia, like this swamp dweller can breathe through its skin, hunt at night, and ambushes prey from below. That type of stuff. And you see some swimming and some lifting weights, lifting boulders and stacked logs.
I'm gonna go over see if I can lift some boulders up.
Okay, does anyone want to join him in that?
I will. Cal will.
Okay.
I'll watch from a close distance.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell my robot brother, let's go flex on these lizards.
On the lizards. Where would boulders be?
They have a stack that's randomly, like here. There's a
Wrong direction.
yeah, it's fine. It's
Good thing you asked.
they're not really on this map, but you know, we use our imagination.
They are in spirit.
Yeah. So there's a few lizard folk over there that are currently lifting different sized boulders, and they have three or four of the same size, probably I'd say a handful, 100 pounds a piece, just sitting there. And there was a set of lizards that just dropped into the ground. Everyone's cheering and striking poses and stuff, and they see you coming. And they gesture for y'all to step in front of one of the boulders to give it a shot.
I walk up behind you guys. I'll blow a sorcery point in order to dual cast guidance on both of them.
Okay.
As I just like coach rub their shoulders and
Yep.
pat them on the back and back up.
Yep.
Wow, your hands are so strong.
Katze will give him the thumbs up.
All right.
You want to?
So you guys step behind the boulders and you place your hands around them. I need you both to give me an athletics check. Okay, 18 and 14.
Actually impressive for my character.
You have guidance as well.
It's a D4 for anyone that doesn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Let me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll use my little.
You know what? Let's not waste this guidance. Let's use it.
Another 2 points.
There you go. Makes it a 21.
Okay. As you begin to lift them, Tal, you pick this boulder up, and remembering how Suspect told Katse how to properly lift, you like anchored your feet into the ground, and you use your momentum to get the boulder above your head. At the same time, Felmir, you start to lift the boulder, realizing that it's actually much larger than you are. It starts to come off the ground, but you start to sink into the bog itself. And Tal, you lift the boulder up above your head, and the lizard folk start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you get to 5, the boulder becomes too heavy to hold, and it slips from your grasp and falls to the ground. Everyone starts clapping. Felmir, you're probably about I'd say about 6 inches deep into the bog with trying to lift this boulder. And everyone's still clapping for you, still patting you on the back. One of the lizard folk kind of grabs you by the metal scruff and lifts you out of your, encasement in the bog and sets you on the flat earth. Everyone's cheering, patting you on the back. No one's putting you down for it. Everyone tries. Everyone loves to just give it a try. Woo, yeah.
A bit better than I expected to.
Is there any
Katze's
other...
applauding
go
and
ahead.
cheering on them, cheering
Yep.
them on.
Yep. All right. Yes.
Lizard folk are pretty good about reusing the bones of their kills for tools and weaponry. Is there anything over near the cook that is toss off or waste? I'm gonna try to just sharpen one into like a pointy improvised weapon.
A shiv.
So looking over by the cook, there already are a handful of lizard folk that are doing relatively just that. They're carving things down to be blunt. Some are being sharpened. Some are just being whitened to use. The smaller ones are kind of being made into like makeshift armor and whatnot. But there are a few that are still the eventual discarded bits, and you're able to find something probably about the size of a dagger that that could work pretty well.
Okay. I'll try to use my tinker's tools to try to do this, I guess.
Perfect. All right. Does anyone want to try any of the other feats offered in Semayanya's bog?
I mean, I'll try the log run too, if anybody wants to join.
I will watch, but Tao's only good at picking and up things and throwing things.
I mean, I would try the trivia, but I mean, I already tried a challenge, so
It's all good. Y'all can try whatever you want.
well, if that's the case, I want to try the trivia then.
Okay. Felmir, you find a lizard folk that's getting ready, geared up for the log run. And they kind of look down at you. And they give you a thumbs up. And then they strike a pose. And you get ready. 3, 2, 1. And they all roar as you begin to jump from one to the next. Make an acrobatics check for me, please. Okay. All right, so as you jump from one to the other, you take a nice big leap. They're pretty far spaced apart. As you leave the first log, you notice that the guy who struck the pose and cheered you on to get started, he immediately drops into the bog, and everyone starts roaring with laughter as you fly through the air, and you you like reach your arms out and you like chest bump into the log and just slide into the bog like slowly. Didn't quite make it. And everyone starts cheering. That lizard folk that fell into the bog just before you did wades over to where you are, grabs you by the back of the metal scruff, and picks you up and sets you on the hard earth, and congratulates you on besting him. That it was a good go of it, and he's gonna try again later. But you are wet behind the ears.
Imagine being a robot and having just fallen into like nasty swamp water. I would be kind of like twitching a little bit with sparks kind of randomly shooting out of me.
Yep.
My circuitry getting soaked.
Yep. You're gonna have to evacuate that swamp water. Open up all the bits and compartments and let everything kind of drain out. Let's see. Katse. Let's see. All right, over to the trivia. All right, so in front of you, you walk up and there are 4 different eggs sitting on like a little table. One is rather small. The other one is a little more oblong. The other one is kind of soft, and the last one is a little bit bigger. And they say that you must identify these eggs correctly. So they point at the first one, and they say, "What is this egg? Give me a nature check."
Nature check. All right.
Okay. What egg do you think it belongs to? What reptile do you think it belongs to?
I would say lizard folk, somewhat like them.
Hey, I gotta step away.
You're fine. You're good. Like a little lizard. They say, "Yeah, you know your eggs. Good job." Everyone kind of cheers and congratulates you. And they point to the second egg. Give me another nature check. What kind of egg do you think this belongs to? What kind of reptile do you think this belongs to?
What was the description of the second egg again?
Oblong? We'll go with that. A little more oblong.
Katz is gonna say it belongs to like a somewhat like serpentine snake-like creature.
And they clap. They go, "Yeah, it's a snake. Congratulations." Everyone strikes a pose and claps you on the back. And they say, "All right, the third one. Give me another nature check."
Katz
Okay.
then says that one looks like it might be of a newt or a lizard, maybe a salamander, somewhere along that family.
Hey. And they all like grab their heads and they go, "Whoa, nobody ever gets that. That's a newt egg. Yeah, woo." And they start to cheer and do more bro slaps. And they say, "Okay, now this one's hard." They point to the very last egg. Give me another nature check. Okay, what do you think what reptile do you think this belongs to?
Katz will like put his hand on his chin, obviously, you know, like straining himself, like, this one looks like it might be a dragon egg.
And they all kind of get really quiet. And then, "Oh!" And they all like grab their head. "No, no, no, that's a turtle egg. Dragon egg." And they all kind of laugh a little bit. But they say, "Great job. 3 out of 4. That's really good." And they all clap you on the back and they chug protein shakes and dry scoop some protein powder and slap each other on the back and
Katsu
high
kinda
five.
Katze will sigh a little bit, but seeing all the praise and admiration he's getting for what he did, he'll be like joyous and like, you know, overwhelmed with confidence and, you know, feeling great about himself.
All right. So that was close. That was really good rolls. You did really good. Does anyone want to try any other competitions? Shot at anything else?
Not a competition, but I'm gonna go ask the lizard folk that was cooking if they like have any like leftover like disgusting animal heads. If I could have one of them.
They kind of look at you oddly, but they say we have this boar head, and it's basically they've taken the tusks off, they've cut the cheek meat, the eyes are kind of plucked out, so it's pretty bare bones, but it still has some of the cartilage and a little bit of meat on it, and they kind of heft it over to you and say, "We waste not."
Well, I'll make sure I'm going to put this to good use. Thank you.
And as you take the hog head, in the center of where everyone's standing, you see a green glowing manifestation appear out of nowhere. You see an 18-foot tall lizard folk clad in like silver armor and like a brass club, holding a shield made of it looks like a giant like tortoise shell, and everyone around you kind of goes hush, and they stand and they go down to one knee, and you hear everyone whisper like Samayanya, 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 as you see.
Katsu will immediately follow suit and get on one knee, but won't say anything.
This being that manifests itself, you can gather by them showing their reverence that it is Samayanya, the deity to all of these lizard folk. And Samayanya looks at all of you specifically and says, in a very echoing, booming voice, well done, visitors. Thank you for joining us in our revelry of my followers in this bog. And they turn to the 12, the dozen that showed up, and they say, congratulations on your year-long trek. I am pleased. And they turn back to you, and Samayanya compliments you all on your victories and of your feats of strength and wisdom and athleticism, and says it's always great to have new followers to show thanks on this auspicious day. I grant you this. And Samayanya manifests a jug in front of you all. Please hold your applause. I know I am amazing. I am the one, Samayanya. And you hear everyone, Samayanya, 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 from all around the bog. Kind of stands there. If you have anything you want to ask of the great Samayanya, ask away. Because I know everything, and I am amazing. And you hear Samayanya, Samayanya, Samayanya from all the different parts of the bog. It seems like this guy is very full of themselves and thinks they are amazing.
Has everybody gotten off their knees? Like they're standing now?
Nope.
Alright. Well, hearing that Samayanya says, ask anything you want, Kate will very slowly get off of his one knee and ask if he knows the whereabouts of Rome.
Ah, Rome. Yes. And he kind of looks around to everyone and says, Rome is in the Outlands. Yes, indeed.
I knew it!
I did as well. Of course, I knew it. And Samayanya, Samayanya, Samayanya.
Despite the vague revelation, so to speak, that Samayanya gives, Kase will lift the jug up to him and say, thank you for your guidance, Samayanya. It is much appreciated. And then he'll take a small little drink of it.
I'm watching him, like, Katse, did you really just drink that? You have no idea what that is. It could be poison for all you know.
Protein.
Give me a second here.
I'm just waiting for him to tell me to do some sort of check.
Which character?
Oh,
you
okay.
want next?
So as you lift the jug to your mouth, it doesn't feel like super heavy, and as you uncork it, nothing comes out. Nothing comes out.
See, feeling that nothing came out and that it is an empty jug, he'll lower it and just like he'll give like a nod as if he did it in a very hospitable, appreciative manner.
So, Semi-Anya. What's the deal with the jug?
Oh, that is your trophy. It is. Some consider it a jug of many flavors. Others consider it an alchemy jug. You just say the name of the liquid you want, and it comes out in up to 2 gallons per minute. However, one of my last followers, though he must have been very hungry and needing of condiments, I have stopped the ability for mayonnaise to come out of the jar because that is odd.
Hey, Katse, can I see that jug real quick, please?
I think we all have our own jugs.
Nope, just one jug.
Oh, just one jug?
Yep. He says this can produce vinegar, fresh water, salt water, poison, honey. I'll post it to you. You'll add it to your alchemy jug to your inventory. And Semi-Anya also says, but mayonnaise, beer, and wine are no-goes from this because some of my previous followers decided to have some fun. Don't ask me how that all happened, but
Was your follower using the mayonnaise as an instrument?
anyway,
Mayonnaise an instrument.
Before handing the jug over, Katsu will ask him what his favorite beverage is.
what else? Protein powder.
Katsu kind of gives a nod, and then he mutters protein powder to fill the jug, and then proceeds to give it as an offering to everyone around for their
Okay.
hospitality.
Says- Yeah, every time someone goes and takes a swig, it's like a large scoop of dry scoop of protein powder, and they all take it, and they all like the powder gets all over their faces. And everyone starts striking poses and like bulking and like puffing themselves up and roaring. Yeah.
Katsu will smile and thank everyone them and say, I appreciate you all. I have not had this much fun in as long as I can remember. I will remember you all.
And Semi-Anya looks at all of you, kind of nods and looks around and goes, Yep. Congrats, everyone. Good job. Well, much to do. I must judge some other fantastic, excuse me, competitions elsewhere on the plains. Until next time, keep it strong. Deuces. And puffs out and disappears. Everyone says, Semi-Anya. And then they all stand back up and start to dance around and start to move toward the feast that's been laid before them.
Wish Zelmir was here. He would be right at home with these guys.
Yeah.
Kate will join in the feast, thoroughly enjoying himself and his company.
Yep. Yeah, you all join in the feast and revelry as the day winds down. The lizard folk start to relax. Some of them are laying on the ground, kind of looking up at the canopy of the swamp, absent-mindedly lifting like little logs with their hands, and some are just pressing boulders. Everyone's still kind of like working out while they're just hanging out. And Sespech comes up to all of you and says, thank you all for bringing us back to our bog. Semayanya bestowed a great gift upon you. You are now officially a member of, we consider you a member of our clan. If you need anything, we aren't far behind. Now, if you'll excuse us, and you hear like this ginormous roar from like a big horn, like a bullhorn, like a large, huge horn, and you see 12 more lizard folk begin to run and like flex and start to run their way away through the swamp. And you hear one yell back, "And so our year begins." And they disappear for their year-long trek around the Outlands.
Really quickly,
Kate will... Go ahead.
if I could catch one of them.
One of the 12 that were starting their trek?
Yes.
Okay, you can try to catch up to one of them. They're gonna, hey old man, what's up?
I'll pull out the weapon I was working on and offer it to one of them and tell them I'm interested in going on the pilgrimage at a later date, and if I could get the route kind of drawn on this map.
As he continues to jog and you trying to keep up, he thanks you for the gift, and he just draws like a big circle around the Outlands.
Perfect.
Yep. They just kind of keep moving.
As they're leaving, Kate will use Produce Flame. He'll produce the orb of flame in his hand, and he'll throw it up in the air like it's a firework to basically like symbolize their journey and kind of give it its own little meaning.
Nice. Very nice. All right. Is there anything...
I wish you the best of luck.
And everyone cheers and chugs some protein powder and flexes and Arnold hand slaps and bro hugs, and testosterone is high in this area.
It's been fun, bros.
Yep. Would y'all...
Kate looks at the party and says, I hope we can have more fun later.
There's always fun to be had in the Outlands. So they're all kind of doing their own thing. Y'all jumping back on the Walking Castle and getting back in your way, or is there anything else y'all wanted to do?
I probably would. I don't think there's really any much to do here.
Okay.
I'm definitely going back.
Okay. You all jump back on the Walking Castle to be back on your way. Alexander is still taking a nappy nap. Zathir resets the coordinates at the Castellan for Automata. me see if I can change this here.
I'll follow her up the first. This will be my first time looking at the map.
Okay. Alright, let me go over to the Outlands map. Yep, so you guys are about here. She points out the location that you guys are heading, which is, well, that was the last location, but Automata is up around about the, what, 270 degree mark? No, yeah, about 270 ish. So Automata's way up here, and y'all are kind of making your way. And she kind of says the plan is to, as you're watching, she says the plan is to follow the river Mat, which is this river here that snakes all the way. It's easy enough. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Let me show that. Bring to front and change layer. Okay, you should be able to see the name right here. River Mat. Mayat. River Mayat. Yep. She says y'all are gonna follow. This might be easier. Line, broadcast to others. Okay, so y'all will go relatively, like, just kind of follow the river as it goes to try to get up as close to Automata as you can and make your way into it. He said it shouldn't be too much longer, just a couple days, hopefully. Do you have any questions about the map to her now that you're looking at it?
No, I'll just take in how the movements that she makes and kind of pay attention to that.
Okay.
Kate will occasionally pop his head out from where the perch was, but not actually go out on the perch, knowing that it bent under his weight. And he'll just kind of take in the sights every now and then.
It'll probably hold you this time.
As the Walking Castle begins to make its way for the next few hours, keeps moving. Was there anything you guys wanted to do inside the castle while it was making its trek?
Yep. I am going to take that boar's head, and I am going to sneak into Alexander's room.
Okay.
And I am going to lift up the covers and place the head next to his body and say, well, this is what you get for sleeping all day, buddy.
Okay, so we're going like Godfather now, are we? Let this be a warning to you.
Alexander does not wake up when you do that, which is probably a good thing.
Kate will go up to Pops and mention something about him saying studying, and will ask if he would like to go down and rifle through the books.
Sure. Do you know how the overseer works?
I am not certain. I was planning on just picking random books and looking through them. I do not have an actual goal in mind.
Oh, Pops, I can go down and show you how it works. I don't think you were. I think you were busy in your book when she explained this to us.
Oh, okay. Was there anything else I missed as well?
I don't think anything else really happened. I'm not gonna lie, I was really tired during that whole part of our last session, so I don't remember all of what we did during that.
Well, I know, but my character does not. So this will conclude the combo. I'll go downstairs.
So Kata's just gonna go downstairs and just start like picking random books and reading them.
Nice. Yeah, just picking random books. You find a random book about mending shoe leather of realm space GIF war shoes. And how their feet are very leathery themselves. So the make and the repair leather must be from a certain location farmed on the Rock of Brawl in realm space in the Astral Sea. And how to repair it.
Kata will kind of mutter himself, "This isn't very interesting," and will proceed to just like he's gonna be like bobbing and weaving between like all the bookshelves, just kind of trying to find one that seems interesting to him.
Okay. While you're doing that, Pop, Felmir, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you let this guy know what subject you're looking for, and he will use those eyes to point you in a general direction of where the book will be. That holds the information you seek.
Okay. Can I cast Detect Thoughts on this before I ask it where a book is? I want to see if it's like fully mechanical or if...
Okay.
Has emotions or thoughts or anything as it's working.
Yep. Okay, you detect thoughts. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Seven.
As you begin to detect thoughts, your mind is overloaded with incoherent knowledge. You're just flooded. Think of it. Have you seen Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull?
Yes.
You know when the bad chick says that she wants more. She wants to know everything when the aliens are projecting into her mind.
Yes.
That is kind of what's happening to you at the minute. It's just an overload of I don't want to say knowledge because nothing's attached to it. It's just intelligence that is just overloading inside you, and wisdom and knowledge, and you take 8 points of psychic damage as you attempted to gain entry or knowledge, insight into this individual, and his eyes kind of jiggle and wiggle. But it seems like he knows a lot.
Okay. I'll
Or imbued with
away.
knowledge. You can still ask it, whatever you want. While that's happening, Tao, what would you like to do? What are you doing?
Let's see. Well, Tal has already gone around the room, closing all the doors.
Okay.
No, honestly, I think he's gonna go out to the deck. This deck. And just watch the landscape go by.
Okay. Nice. Just go sit there in the study and just kind of watch everything that's going on.
Open the door there and just stare out.
Nice. Yeah, so you see you're kind of walking through like open land now. And you see kind of off in the distance, kind of directionally in front of where you guys are going. You see off the distance like a winding river is kind of where you think you might be headed to go start tracking your way up to Automata. In the distance you can see the spire, and even further on you see mountains that are kind of off on the precipice of the horizon.
You feel very at ease. It looks very pretty, I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty pretty.
I would like to ask for 2 bits of information when I get a chance.
Okay, what's the first?
1, any information on Modrones or Mechanus? I'm particularly trying to figure out why this one has a drive of its own, or if they have ever established sentience before, if there's any record of that. And then 2, book on religions.
Okay. So after the first question, his eyes point to over here. It's the northern portion of bookshelves. And the other, after the other question, it points to the southern part of this bookshelf here.
Okay.
Yep. And then his eyes go back to looking straight up. Felmir, did you want to ask anything?
Now there's nothing I could think of. I think I would have just came down to show Pops how it works.
I got you. Neat. Katse, you stumble across a little alcove of like romance novels. One called Tusk Love. Looks to be between like an orc and like a tiefling. It's got like the what's his name? Like a Fabio front cover wheelie dealy where the orc's like open shirted in the wind, and the tiefling's like grabbing onto his leg and like hugging it and looking up at him longingly, and a few more books similarly as well. Pops,
Pato will get like
go ahead.
a little confused and puzzled look at his face like, not interesting, and he just puts it back.
Okay. Pops, what were you saying?
I'll just go ahead and collect this book and then take it to one of the central tables.
Okay. Okay. You gonna pour over it for a while? Or
Yeah. I'll grab the religion book too, but it will stay closed off on the corner of the table. Pops doesn't really believe in gods as they are believed in here.
Yep.
He believes that you have to do it yourself. Either they have no interest or are sitting back. And they have to seize opportunities yourself.
okay, perfect.
He's gonna look it over.
Okay. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh no, not another mind spike. Shit.
No, that's just straight intelligence.
Dude,
Okay.
Belmer, help me study, dude.
It seems like you're going to be poring over this book for a while before you can really kind of comprehend what it's. There's a lot of that you're looking over the book about.
Likeness and Modrons.
Yep. There's a lot of. I want to say there's a lot of like schematical equations in there, if that kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, I'm distracted.
Yeah.
Would I
And
be
that-
able to tell that Pops is struggling to discern this book?
I got a giant grin on my face, dude.
Probably not. Looks like he's enjoying what he's doing.
Okay, because I was gonna say I could roll a perception check, but if he looks like he's enjoying it, then I'm not gonna interfere. Just keep going about rifling through random books.
Yep. Maybe poring over it for a little while.
You know what? I am gonna look for a book.
Okay.
I am gonna ask the Guardian if there's a book in here called The Bards and the Bees.
The Bards and the Bees. He rolls his eyes around in a circular manner, and it points to a little cluster of leaflet papers over here on this table.
Great, well, I'm gonna head over to the table,
Okay.
see if I can find what I'm looking for.
Yep, you find a book titled what you're looking for. Roll me an intelligence check.
Wait, where is it? Oh, Jesus. Okay, there we go. 17.
It'll still take you a couple hours, 2 hours or so to kind of get through and understand the gist of the book. So you'd be understanding the bards and the bees.
I'm gonna sit down across the table from Pops, just sitting there giggling
Yep.
as I read through the book.
Luckily, a metal man can't blush. Nice. As the next few hours go on, Tal, actually, you're the first one to hear it. Give me a second here. Da, 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 da.
Very interested.
You see that the Walking Castle has begun to follow the River Mott, along. And as you follow the silver green shimmer of the river, you see its gentle current catching glints of the pale outland sun. You crest a low hill in the castle, and you notice on the river, you see a fat-bellied tavern boat moored loosely to the riverbank. You see 3 gnomes in brightly embroidered aprons dart frantically along its deck. Towering over them in the shallows is an enormous creature, not just tall, but monstrous. Its long necks arched high, beady black eyes gleaming with an unnatural intelligence. You see white shimmering feathers with an oily iridescence, and wings that buffet the air with gusts that send plates, mugs, and a small barrel of pickles flying into the river. You hear a little voice yell, "Help! She's after the biscuits! She's mad for the biscuits! It's not a goose! It's a devil in feathers! Do something!" And let me get you all over. You guys are still in the castle. Don't worry about how this is set up. This is just towards what you guys see. You see a 7-headed large goose attacking this small little boat.
A goostra.
All right, so my question is, before we continue, are you guys gonna stop and assist, or are you gonna keep on moving? Because I can switch back to the other map if you'd like.
If Katsai is aware of the situation, he would definitely want to assist.
So right now, Tal is the only one who notices this.
Yeah, Tal's gonna go down to the library, let them know there's a fight out there, and it looks like it'll be a good one.
Katsai will smile and be like, "Good. I have been itching for a fight for a little while now. I feel I'm getting..." And he kind of cracked his shoulders a little bit. Says, "I feel a little rusty."
And you hear, now that you're paying attention, you hear a large honk. And then a small voice that says, "We didn't even feed her. She just came out of the river. Honk indeed." If y'all... Go ahead.
I'm gonna set my book down and go up to where I can see what's going on.
Yep, you see like what you see in front of you on the map.
I'll set my book down as well, step away from the table, and then rush back to the table and take a small dagger and put it in the pages of the book and close the book so I don't lose my spot.
Okay. The walking castle halts.
You guys aren't supposed to feed geese, they're assholes.
They really are.
You hear one of the gnomes yell, "Somebody poke her!" And then, "Ow! Not me! Her!" And if y'all are getting off the walking castle to help, is that what I'm hearing?
What I want to do is I want to produce flame and then throw it at the geese before we get off. Throw it out the window at it. Kind of distract it from the other people.
So you guys are about 150 feet away, ish.
Okay, yeah, that won't do.
So you'd have to actually get out of the walking castle to engage.
Really think we wouldn't want to fight a giant monster geese?
I mean, I have a incredible personal vendetta against geese, so this thing must die.
Yes, let's all kill this thing.
Okay. Well, that being said, as you guys exit the walking castle, the gnomes are still kind of scurrying around the tavern boat. You hear honk, 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 honk from this ginormous, huge, several-headed goose. And then I need you all, where you guys are right now, I need you all to roll for initiative. Let me change the music up for you. How about that? I can do that.
Wow, with advantage 7.
We're gonna have a honking good time.
There we go. That's the one I want. Perfect. All right, let me add them to the turn order. Okay. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, well. Did you all see that roll?
The 18? Yes.
Yep. Okay.
18.
Yeah, because I had trouble with that last session that it wasn't properly. Y'all weren't seeing what I was rolling, so now you see. Good, good, good. All right, let's see. Do we got 1, 2, 3, 4? We actually got everyone on there. What? That is awesome. That makes me super happy. Shit. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Okay. All right. Honk. And you hear, she got the eyes. Don't look in the eyes. Please. And as you get closer, they say, please tell me you fought giant poultry before. And at the top of the round, Katse, as you stand off against this giant goose mother. Katse, I think you're muted.
I'm checking the distance on produced flame. I'm going to move up and try and hurl a little fireball at it.
Okay. For sure. Give it a go.
Or
14. That hits. That hits.
eight damage, 8 fire damage.
Okay, 8 fire damage. Let's see. Yeah, you hurl this. It hits one of the goose's heads, and it goes honk, and it kind of turns towards you.
Katse looks at it, kind of has a little bit of a grin on his face, like, you look like you would make an excellent ingredient. And then I end my turn.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just letting y'all know, all of this water here is, you can wade through it and get where you gotta go. It'll just be difficult terrain, so it'll take a little bit longer to get there. Let me... the goose is going to step forward and kind of step onto the edge of the boat, and it is going to begin to honk in different unison. You know what is that musical instrument? It's like the horns that you honk at different frequencies, different notes. Each horn, each head is honking at a different note, creating a somewhat of an incredible like lullaby sound. Let's see. Let me see here. 20. Okay, definitely. Okay, so this gnome here gets blasted back, or it falls over, falls over and falls asleep. And then the one with the blue ring around it falls asleep as well. You guys are out of range for this. You guys are out of range for this, which is good. All right, so that's the Goose Mother's turn. Felmir, you were up. Pops, you're on deck.
And you said this thing is not, it's not in the water currently?
It's kind of in, kind of out, so it just stepped up on, but it's still like in the process of getting out of the water onto the edge of the tavern boat.
Oh, I don't want to do this. Alright, seeing as it's at least somewhat in the water, I want to try to... I want to stick my hands in the water and use my shocking grasp and like try to use the water as like a conduit to electrocute the goose.
Hell yeah.
Okay. A shocking grasp, a 2-hit. Is there an attack with it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a 24 to hit.
So, let's see. I will let you, since Shocking Grasp is a touch, and this is a very large open area, let's do something cool. I'll let you use your inspiration point to make that work. Does it sound alright?
Do I have an inspiration point?
Yeah. Not a combat inspiration, just a regular inspiration.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. Use your inspiration. I hope it helped. And it does. The water... streaks of electricity shoot directly across through the water. You can see a couple... a couple fish kind of belly up and start to sizzle as this electricity surges through the water and hits this goose for 6 points of lightning damage. Nice. Very nice. That worked. Super cool. Super cool.
And then... Oh, no, I'll just, Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick.
You're good.
I can't just... Okay, what does this do? Okay, so I can't do that yet. I'm gonna end my turn right there.
Okay, Pops, you were up, followed by Tal.
Need an intelligence saving throw from the goose. As long
What
as
are
it
you
doesn't
doing?
within 8 feet of me. I'm going to use Tasha's Mind Whip.
Is there a condition associated with it? Or is it just a damage?
On a failed save, Intelligence 17 takes 3d6 damage. It can't use its reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it wants to move, take an action, or a bonus action. It can only perform one of the 3 tasks.
Okay, perfect. And what is the save?
Intelligence 17.
Okay.
Damn.
I guess modifier really doesn't count. It would have been higher. It rolled an 18.
Okay. So it takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Honk. Another head glances over in your direction. Well, 2 of them start to look in your direction.
And that will be it for me.
Okay, perfect. Tal, you're up. Katse, you're on deck.
All right. Well, first we're gonna channel a divinity here.
Nice.
We're gonna vow of enmity against this mother goose. Mother goose? Mother swan? Whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That way I will get advantages on attack for the next minute.
Nice.
And then I don't know if this is gonna help or not. It might hinder us. But I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay. Where are you
I'm gonna
Misty stepping
step
to?
Right to the goose.
Right to the goose.
And that will be my act. Well, no, the action was the vow of enmity. The bonus action is the Misty Step.
Okay.
And that's it then.
Perfect. All right. Kase, you are up. Top of the round.
Kate will look at the goose. He'll reach in his pocket and he'll pull out like a fork, and he'll lift it up into the air and say,
That's not
I will be making many good meals with you. He'll point at the goose and then cast Flaming Sphere at 3rd level.
Okay. Perfect. What's
DC Dex 16.
what's the can you post it into the
It's a-
chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I rolled again. It's a Dex.
5 foot sphere. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not gonna touch Tal.
Yeah, it'll be like right in the goose's origin.
Okay. What's the save?
Dexterity 16.
Dex is
It would be 5 damage because for some reason it double rolled.
okay. It fails. It fails. So it takes five fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I clicked display to VTT, but for some reason re-rolled it, but I'm going to try it again. No, for some reason that keeps re-rolling it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Was there anything extra that it does, or it's just the attack?
Yeah, it's at the attack. The bonus actions I can move it. And I believe, like, anything in it. Follow me. This is bonus action. I can move it, move the sphere. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm not seeing anything about additional damage.
Okay, hang on. You said flaming sphere. You create a 5 foot
Yeah.
diameter sphere. Okay, give me a second. Let me get that out for you.
I don't know why it's not displaying to VTT.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm trying to find you
There it goes.
let me find spell. There we go. Okay. And then let me let's see, controlled by. Okay. Give that a try. Try to move it.
Yeah, I can move it.
Okay. Good. Okay. So you can move that whenever you want. Let's see. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere makes a dex save, taking that much. When you move the sphere, you can direct it over barrier. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Easy enough. Anything else?
That's gonna be it.
Okay.
Outside of Kate saying, let's cook this goose.
Okay, perfect. So the Goose Mother and her 5 heads are going to move out of the sphere itself. Her movement is okay. So that's. She's going to.
I don't think she's hit attack of opportunity from me yet, has she?
She is still in melee with you currently.
Yeah.
And as she moves out of the way, she is going to take a beak attack at Tal, which is going to be 13.
They-
One head is going to aim for 13 at you. Another head is going to aim for 24 at you.
That one hits.
Okay, and you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from that one. The third head is going to take a beak at you, which is a 21 to hit.
That one hits.
Okay, for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. The fourth one is going to take a beak at you for 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
And the fifth one is going to take a beak at you for 18 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, perfect. And all its heads were just snap, 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 snap out at you. Okay, only for that. Okay, and that is the end of his turn. It's going to hold there. So, Felmir, you are up, followed by Pops. But their heads all shift around to look at the 5 of you. 4 of you plus actually all of the awake creatures. So the gnome on the boat, one head turns there, one's to Tal, and 1 H to Felmir, Katse, and Pops. Mary Poppins is safe for now.
So I'm gonna move, and that's as far as I can go.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take a swing at this thing.
Okay.
My scimitar.
$17. 17 does hit. You just swing at your scimitar and you make contact. How much damage?
Nice. Alright, that one's gonna be 9.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use my 2-weapon fighting to use my thing attack with my second scimitar.
Okay. Let's see it.
20.
Okay. That hits. Yep, that hits.
That's gonna be for 7 damage.
Bonk.
Alright.
Takes the damage.
I'm gonna use my my second attack to get one last slashing on this thing.
Okay. Do it.
Ooh.
As you swing your last, your third swing at it, you slip on something that feels like a mossy log underneath the water surface, and you lose your balance. And that's the end of your turn. So close.
Slipping, fall under. He just goes underwater.
Yep.
That is yeah, that's gonna be it.
Pops, you are up. Tal, you're on deck. Honk.
approaching the shoreline here,
Okay.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point to dual cast Shield of Faith, increasing AC by 2 for Failmare and 7.
Okay.
Nice.
And in doing so, Tal, you hear like a slow, methodical metronome start to speed up, and you feel like you could take an attack.
I could take an attack.
Yeah. Do it.
It's hammer time. It's always hammer time.
Swing away.
Oh. Give me a second here. Because I have advantage on this thing.
Yep.
Again.
You do have advantage on it.
So it does 16 hit.
It does.
I guess you could take that first damage since it didn't technically roll that advantage there.
Yeah. Okay.
5. Because one-handed.
Honk. It's not looking super happy. The heads are kind of wiling about. Looking to where the threat is. From everywhere. Anything else pops?
I'll move further down the coastline.
Okay. Got it. Tal, you are up. Katse, you're on deck.
Alright. To make this easy, I'm just going to roll a d20 because I don't know how to do this as an advantage from here. So we'll just attack it. And then go ahead and do another one out.
What are you doing?
Attacking it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. So that that first one's terrible. The second one's terrible on that first one. Unless 13 hits.
13 does hit.
Oh,
Indeed.
that's 5.
Yep.
I'll
Alright,
do
let
it
me.
again.
For 5 damage.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing that because that's the second time I got a 2 from that one.
Yep.
And then again, another 2. I don't need.
It
I
does.
did make a hit, so I can use the bonus action for a smite.
Okay. You want
So
to
I'll
pop a
just
smite
do
in there?
Smite.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll throw a bonus smite from the first hit.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's her spell. Let's do this smite. I haven't done this smite yet. It's not a fiend, because I don't think it is.
Nope.
It's Demon Spawn.
I mean, that's the only way to describe geese.
Back
And
in
it
the
needs.
now.
It technically needs to make a strength saving. Is it strength saving from that?
Yeah, it is.
Thunder smite?
DC 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. With the modifier, yeah, it'll make it.
It's gonna make the 13. Yeah.
Yep.
It still takes the 4. It just doesn't get knocked back 10 feet
Okay.
or go prone.
Right. That's good. Well, for the goose, I guess. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that was everything I could do.
Katse, top of the round, you are up.
Alright, so I'm gonna move 25 feet. I'm gonna action. Where is it? Scorching Ray at 3rd level. So
Okay.
I make 4 attack rolls against it.
Okay. Two, three, four.
Alright, so my attack rolls are, yeah, it looks like they all
Yep. They all hit.
All right,
Pow, pow,
hit
pow.
some damage.
Okay, so let's add up. 15.
27 damage.
27. Okay. Pow, 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 pow. Thud, 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 thud. You impact.
And as my bonus action, I rammed the flaming sphere into it from behind.
Okay.
So it has to make another DC check for that. I believe it was 16.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Save was, what was the DC?
16.
What, was it dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay. It misses.
Alright, so I believe based on what it says, if I do that, it just takes the 2d6. So
Yep. Yep.
it takes an extra 10.
So 37.
Yep.
Okay, as you you move this flaming sphere and you shoot the Schwarzing ray into this Goose Mother's body, you see one of the heads disintegrate in flame and ash, and it is looking pretty rough. I think it's looking bloodied right now, the whole thing. But it's now only has 4 heads.
Katse will say, 1 down, 4 to go. Let's do this, guys. And on my turn there.
Okay. Now, Goose Mother is going to shift away from the fire slightly. And it is going to... it is first going to raise its wings and bat its wings in the air towards Tal. Let me see. There we go. For a 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay, perfect.
Gotta love that
You're
high AC.
able to withstand these wings coming in. It's just out of reach of you, and it is going to take a beak. It's gonna reach out one of its beaks at you, Tal, for a 21 to hit.
That one barely hits.
Okay, and then you take
Oh, is that with your +2 AC?
Oh,
Shield effect.
no.
You should have 22.
Yeah, that's right. I have 22. No,
Okay.
that does not hit then.
Okay, so that misses. Its second beak attack will go out towards Felmir for for an 8 to hit.
Nope.
Its third beak attack will go towards Felmir for an 11 to hit. And its fourth beak attack will go back towards Tal for for a math 14 to hit.
Wait, who's,
And
who's
that's
it attacking?
to Tal.
Oh.
Oh, no, 14.
14.
Is not it.
Okay. And then it is going to try to recharge.
Do we observe the one crewmate that is still awake in the upper right hand corner? Do we?
Yeah, he
literally
is.
anything?
He's cowering by the mugs.
Okay.
So that does not happen. Okay, cool. So the Goose Mother is honk at the end of the Goose Mother's turn. You all notice that where the that head disintegrated from the lumpy smoldering stub, 2 heads begin to grow, and it now has 6 heads. Honk honk. And Felmir, it is now your turn.
All right. Well,
It's a demon, you hear from the boat. Devil bird.
But stand up out of the water
Yeah.
and run in on this thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my first scimitar attack on it. $19.
That hits. It hits.
Great. That's gonna be for 6 damage.
Okay.
2 weapon fighting. My other scimitar. Yeah, that's gonna be a 21.
That hits.
Ooh, nice. That's gonna be 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I will make my second attack. Hopefully not screwed up this time. Oh. That's no weapon.
That misses.
Well, at least I didn't fail catastrophically this time.
That is.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. My
Okay.
turn there.
I want to re-describe something. When those heads grew at the end of its turn, you notice that like some of the ruffled feathers kind of regrew along its body a little bit, and some of the blood was kind of covered up a little bit, so it looks a little bit healthier. End of Felmir's turn. Pops, you're up. Tal, you're on deck.
Oh, great. We have a regenerator.
I'm gonna Misty Step onto the boat.
Okay.
I'm going to shake our captain, or the person at my feet.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm gonna use my action to wake up the guy at my feet.
Okay, yep, perfect. You use your action to shake him awake. And he says, "Save the stew!" As his eyes open wide, not really realizing what's going on, other than, like, oh shit, goose.
Okay. And let's have a bonus action. No. Okay. That's it for me.
Okay, perfect. Tal, you are up. Katsa, you're on deck.
All right, let's hit this thing.
Yes.
Hold up. Let me just do another one just to see.
Yep, let's see if you can crit fish. Do it.
No. 13
Oh,
doesn't hit though. Does
13
it?
does. Yep, 13
13
hits.
does it.
Yep, 13 hits.
All right.
For 6.
And then thematically, this is where I would actually use the Divine Smite.
Uh-huh.
Because I hit now. It's time to hit the Smite.
Yeah.
And then hit him again after that. Just beat it. As much damage as possible.
Yes.
Where the heck is...
As much as you
Never
can.
find my Divine Smite. Yeah, let's Alright, there it is. And unless it actually is a demon, it would get another D8.
What is it? Is it just fiends?
Let's see here. Divine Smite is fiends and undead.
Just fiends and undead. Okay. So 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll just do another attack. Then do it again. Well, so 7.
Okay, that hits. For
I mean,
7.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do another divine smite or no?
No, because that takes the bonus action. only
Oh, I
got
got you.
those. So
Okay.
that should be my turn.
Oh, how much is that total? That's 25.
7 plus 6 was 13 plus. Was it 11 for this smite?
Oh, hang on. There in the 20.
Yeah, it was 11, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So as that happens, you slice through one of the goose's heads, and it falls into the water. So that it is back down.
Bludgeoning, so.
Oh yeah. You smack it enough, and it the head caves in and flops over. So,
Delicious.
so it's lost another one of its heads, so it's down to 5 now. Katse, you are up.
Seeing him lop off the head, Katse will, in a somewhat confused tone, will be like, 2 down, 5 to go. And he'll start running along the coast. He'll move about 25 feet. As he's running along, he's going to cast Scorching Ray at 2nd level, launching off 3 burning rays.
Okay. Hit. Hit. Hit.
3 hits.
Yep.
$20 damage.
Okay.
And then as his bonus action, he still holding his fork in his hand, he'll start whipping it around like a conductor's wand, and he'll have the fireball move around.
Okay.
5, 10, 15,
What save is it?
20, DC 16. And it's going to get 25 around here, just out of Felmer's reach, and then ram into the goose again. So it'll be 30.
The DC 13? No. What was the
16.
Okay, 16. It misses. And it takes how much? 2d6, 11? Okay. Let's see. How much was that? 20, 31 points. Okay. It is looking really, really roughed up. Really roughed up. Like really, really bleeding really bad. It's got black eyes on every head. As you do that, one more head disintegrates and falls off.
As that happens, Katse points his fork at him and just smiles and says, "Dinner."
So now it's
And it there.
now it's one less, so it's 4 now. On its turn, it is going to attempt to see. Nope, that does not recharge. Sweet. Okay, so only 4 heads. It is going to take a wing attack at. It is going to try. It is going to. Felmir, I'm moving you because you really can't share the same space. It is going to move out of reach of that flaming sphere again. it is going to take a wing attack at Felmir. It's going to start buffing its wings at Felmir for a dirty 20 to hit.
Well, yeah, beats it.
Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Okay, to reroll.
Yes,
Nice.
please.
For a 17 to hit.
That will not do it.
Okay. And then it's going to take 2 beak attacks at you, Felmir, and 2 at Tau. So Felmir is going to be beak 15 and 16.
They both miss.
Perfect. And then Tau, the 2 at you is going to be, oh, geez, a 13 and a 14.
Yeah, those are both gonna miss.
It is not happy. And that's the end of its turn. But at the end of its turn, each one of those heads is going to grow a new head. So 5, 6, and then 7, 8. So now there are 8 heads, and it looks like it is, as it's doing that, the heads come out looking fresh and clean. Some of the ruffled feathers and blackened eyes disappear, and it looks like, shoot, I did that the back way. Hang on. And it looks like it is looking healthier. And that's the end of its turn. With, so I had 4. And then it regrew 5 and 6. And then regrew the other ones 6 and 7. Right? Math? No, I'm sorry, 7 and 8.
Eight
5
heads.
and
It should
6,
be
7 and 8.
yeah.
It's 8. 8 now.
So we removed
Delete
2
math.
heads and
Yep.
each drew 2
Yep.
back, so yeah, it should be 8.
Okay, its turn is over. The 8 heads start looking around. And Felmir, you were up. Pops, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stare down this thing as all of its heads are popping out.
Yep.
Jesus, why can't this thing just die?
Super close. You were super close.
So yeah, scimitar attack.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
25.
That hits. I'm surprised no one's crit yet.
Trying.
I'll take the
That
goose
one's
missing all of
gonna
its
do
attack
7 damage.
Yeah, that's true.
over crit.
I'm
7
not surprised
damage.
with all those heads, it hasn't done as much damage as it has.
Yep.
Do weapon fighting.
You'll see. Okay. Swing away.
21.
That hits.
Ugh. A lot of dice rolling.
Yep.
That's gonna be 4 damage.
You slash into it.
And
Honk.
then my second attack. See if it misses. Oh my god!
A 2. Well, at least you don't slip and fall in the water again.
I can't win with that third
No.
swing.
You swing wide. Honk. Would you like to move?
Does it get 8 opportunity attacks?
You never know until you try.
No, I'm just gonna stay here.
Pops, you're up. Tal, you're on deck.
I'm going to turn to the gentleman next to me and ask. He mentioned crackers earlier, biscuits. How much is he carrying on the ship?
I got about a barrel of biscuits. She's mad for biscuits.
How much does a barrel go for?
A whole barrel of biscuits?
Do you think anything less is going to suffice? And I look over my shoulder and gesture at the 8 goose heads.
Not my biscuits.
Or your ship.
Just kill it already. I don't know, like 25 gold maybe for all my biscuits, but they're my biscuits. I don't think she'll stop there.
It's a matter of principle.
I'll run up. Can I jump for the goose?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I get a running start and jump for the goose.
Okay, do you want to grab onto the goose or like ride it, or what do you want to do?
I'm going to try to land on it and then cast a spell.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Nothing else for the memes. For the memes. A 5.
You run and you take a leap, but one of the heads sees you coming and shifts its weight out of the way. And we'll say with your running leap, you fly past it and you land over by Felmir with a splat in the water.
Oh, hey, Pops.
Can I try again? By burning a sorcery point.
Sure.
Bye, Pops.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Ah,
I
flash.
think I can. I think I can. I can't.
You splash into the water.
Oh, hello again, Pops.
With that, I'll cast a level 1 cure on Felmir here.
Okay.
You heal for 10 health,
I
and you hear the metronome.
okay. Do I get to take an attack then, or like,
Yes.
what's the? Okay.
Yes, sorry.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Yeah, I'll take an attack then.
Go for it. That hits.
6. Nice. 10 damage.
For 10 damage. Okay. You slash into it, it takes the 10 damage. Very nice.
That's it for my turn.
Okay.
I don't know for. Okay.
Perfect. Tal, you are up. Katsa, you're on deck.
This is getting interesting. Excuse me. Well, only one thing to do. Hit it again.
Going away.
When at first you don't succeed, swing again. Come on. I feel like I'm clicking way too much to get nothing done. Alright, rather than making all that confusing mess as it before, I'm just gonna risk it. Oh, well.
Risk it for the biscuit.
16 hits.
Yeah, and the other one would have been a 21, but dirty 21. So 6 damage.
Oh, yeah, I
just
got what
keep
you're saying.
things- Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'll just
Nice.
do this again.
It is looking pretty bloodied again.
Oh,
Is that a nat
that's
20?
crit. That's a nat 20.
It is a crit. Who would you like to give your critical inspiration to?
One second. I'll flip a coin between Pops and Felmir there in front of me. Okay. It's not a coin. It's an SD card. Okay.
Close enough.
It's going to Felmir.
Okay.
Love it.
Palmyr,
I mean,
you
yeah,
received a
as long as
nat
it's
20
2
inspiration. You begin to glow with divine inspiration. Use it wisely.
All right, and then I'm going to do my smite.
So, okay. And then we'll add up the
Do another
damage.
smite. We'll do the divine. We'll channel all our divinity. Meh.
Meh. So how much damage
He
is
did
this?
Not will me. All right, let's see here. That is 12, 15, 21. So 6 plus 10 plus 2.
21. So just before the divine smite takes hold, it looks like it's on its last feather. And then you pump it with that radiant damage, and it one long echoing sad honk as Goose Mother bleh, falls over, and its body and neck begins to sink beneath the surface. And you are all now out of combat with Goose Mother vanquished.
Katsu will do more of his like he'll twirl his fork around a little like the conductor wand. He'll raise it up into the air, and the moment it reaches like the top like reach, the flaming sphere will disappear.
Okay.
I will do a prayer. Not for the goose, but for a good battle.
For the goose.
Katsu wants to try and like swim and like try and get as much meat off of this goose as he can.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
It says, why is my keyboard dumb?
16.
Okay. You get some of it's singed, some of it's like carved off. You get, I'll say you take a little while and you get maybe about 15 pounds of goose meat. Nicely cut.
As I return to the shore, I'll kind of take inventory of all the meat I got, and I'll, in a very satisfactory manner, like nod my head, and this will do.
And the little gnomes rush over to Tal, and at the edge of the ship, they run over and they say, "Thank you, thank you. That goose, she had it out for mint biscuits, and we fell asleep. She's got some weird. Her eyes. Remember we mentioned the eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is treacherous on the river. Would you all care for a tankard of ale?" As they kind of rush around picking up stuff off the...
Katsu will smile and nod. It's like, it would be much appreciated. And he'll look at the meat he just gathered. It's like, if you are all are hungry, I can prepare us a meal.
I don't know, Katse. These guys didn't help us at all.
Katsu just likes feeding people.
We're not fighters.
It
Not
shows.
fighters at all. We just run a nice little tavern on the river.
So, what do you guys normally do when you're out on open water getting attacked by horrible geese monsters?
We run a tavern.
So, you guys never
On
been,
the
like,
water. It's the Drifting Mug.
boarded, pirates trying to...
That's no pirate. That's a
Whatever
devil in
pirates do.
feathers.
Yes, now all evil has been cleansed from the Outlands with its death.
Well, that's good to
Devil
know.
or not, I'm pretty sure he tastes good.
Well, I'm Brittle Tuck Whistle, and I'm the owner of the Drifting Mug.
You look brittle.
And I'm Gindle Tuck Whistle. It says, looks similar. That's the owner. This is Gindle. And, yep. And I'm Pip. Bright Thrill. No relation to them Tuck Whistles. We can offer you free drinks for saving us.
I don't drink, so
Ah.
what do you have to offer?
I mean, if you need a ride, we can give you a ride.
Well, we have that, and I'll point back to the giant castle behind us.
Ah, well, I mean, nothing beats a drifting tavern. We can travel all up and down the River Mott if we make it safely. It comes with the territory.
Tatsu will look at the castle and then look at the raft and be like, if I'm being honest, the raft does seem a little bit more. And he'll look around, open and fresh.
Sure is. Fresh as brews on the River Mott, along with the best biscuits you've ever had. Well, if you won't travel with us, then at least let us offer you free drinks, free ride, and free biscuits. Not a whole lot, like one per customer. Whenever we may meet in the future along the River Mott.
Do you have any oil?
Nope. This bad boy is powered by the current. I mean, we do. Yes. Wait. We got cooking oil. Does that kind of work? It's like vegetable oil. It's how I make my biscuits. It's a secret.
A little too rich for my bolts.
Katsu will accept a drink and a biscuit, and when he gets the biscuit, I want to try and analyze it to see if I can't determine what ingredients he's using in his biscuits.
Give me just a general intelligence check and add your proficiency bonus to it. Is that your check plus what's your intelligence?
That's just the check.
So that's a save. That's a saving throw. You just gotta click on the actual intelligence.
Yeah, let me do this right.
That's okay, yeah. Intelligence plus 2. What's your proficiency bonus?
3, so it would be a
Okay,
14.
so it would have been... No, we can go with your first one, because it would have been plus 5 anyway. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it would have been a plus 5 anyway. So 9 plus 5, yeah, 14. You get the general gist of what's needed for the biscuits. However, there is some special ingredients that you are unaware of in there that you can't seem to put your finger on, but they smell delicious.
I'll walk to
Katsu
the
will
edge.
gracefully eat it, have a drink.
Hops.
I'll walk to the edge of the ship and pull out a small coil of copper wire and cast message to our dear friend.
Zathir.
Yes.
Okay.
That some of us are debating traveling via ship and enjoying the water. Maybe catching a fish or two, as I've never done that before. And wondering if she could walk alongside us.
As the boat drifts forward, the goose body vanishes a little bit. Zathir messages back. Sure, I'll stay on the path that we charted. I'll just move very slow. And I'll keep you in eyesight.
We'll keep you in eyesight as well. Hard to miss.
Hard to miss. And she hangs up and you hear a dial tone.
Okay. Still holding the copper wire, I'm going to turn to our friends, our new friends.
Friends is a strong word with these guys, but
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on 2 of them and use the last spell's sorcery points to cast target the 3rd one as well.
Okay.
Just looking for general motive to see where they're headed, if they have any secrets.
I mean, surface thoughts that you kind of get are thankfulness. They're happy that Goose Mother's finally taken care of. You hear things like, I gotta check underneath. I gotta check below, make sure nothing was harmed. And then you get a check or a thought of like, I wonder if its nest is open. Maybe make some good omelets or something. If its nest is unprotected.
you guys are brave enough to go steal a couple eggs.
So those are thoughts that Pops hears.
Oh,
Yep.
I missed that.
Real quick, thinking about the biscuit recipe, Katse wants to take out the seasoning pouch
Katse.
he got from
Katse, hang on a minute.
Lizards.
Katse, Pops is, yeah.
I'll ask if they face many threats like that on their travels along the river, and if so, how often, like around these parts, and then try to guide the conversation to asking if they know where the dangerous part of the bank is. Trying to get an idea where the nest is.
Okay. They say that there's all manner of things in the river. They're pretty good at steering clear of any threats that they can see. They usually moor the boat, moor the tavern, and let things pass before they continue on. They know this river pretty well. And you hear like a thought from the one who mentioned the nest, that like, yeah, we know this river really well. We'll have to make a stop up about a mile or so. I think that's where she roosted. That's what you catch.
Okay. And then I'll walk over to the captain and give him 5 gold for the food and any damages.
Oh,
And to harbor good feelings. There we go.
thank you. Just a reminder, this is all free for right now, but I very much appreciate this. Will really help re-secure some of the things that were broken on the boat. So thank you very much. You are, whenever you need a lift or a free beer and a biscuit along the river,
Well,
just find us.
As we are your honored guests, do keep in mind that we're more capable in fighting and
More capable than us, that's for sure.
And I'll walk down here and motion for Tal and Felmir and let them know that we might shore shortly, and that they're wanting to look into a nest.
A nest.
We're gonna have to fight more of these things.
An egg could probably fetch a nice chunk of change, or it could be a pet.
If it's a goose, Pops. It's the spawn of all evil.
Speaking of spawn of all
Why did I
evil,
just-
Felmir, you look over at the at the shoreline. You see Mary Poppins trotting, trying to keep up with you guys moving throughout the river.
Oh, my sweet baby! I forgot about you. Well, let me click on you. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. Seeing Mary Poppins try and keep up, I want to manifest Susie about 15 feet away from him, and then have him go up towards Mary Poppins, and then use his ability to teleport him to the boat.
Good job, Nerdy. Love it.
Give me a second. I keep forgetting where I put it. Summons. Oh, we keep using different. Oh yeah, it's under spirit. That's right. Spirit. I keep forgetting where it is. No, maybe it's not. Is it? Summoned. There we go. Okay. Okay, there's that. Nameless, you can move Mary Poppins, right?
Yep. I can. She's just getting teleported to the boat.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, everyone's on the boat.
Kato reach out a hand and pet Susie.
Susie appreciates the pets.
I'll give Mary Poppins pets.
Mary Poppins shies away slightly and then takes the pets, feeling like you should keep better care of not leaving her behind.
You know, she's not wrong. I'm gonna, as we continue to travel, I'm gonna pull off my arm again and use it to play fetch with Mary Poppins as we
Nice.
travel to where we're going.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Hey, Katse.
Yeah?
Our friends, they asked for oil. Do you think your jug could do that?
I do not see why not. What kind of oil would they like?
I'm not sure. I hadn't thought too much about that. Maybe you could ask them.
Yeah, I'll look at Tal and Felmir with Pops having mentioned that, and I was like, you said you guys need oil. What kind would you like? And he'll hold out the jug, because I believe I can produce some.
Well, take some motor oil if you got any.
Hal only
Hey,
uses oil to prevent things from rusting on the outside for bathing.
Alright, so what could Katse manifest? Would I be able to manifest like a small amount of motor oil and a small amount of lubricant for each of them?
A quart of oil. Let's see. In action, and name one liquid from the table below. Do you have the item in your...
I believe I do. Hold on, let me check. I
Because you
think I
can.
added it as a custom item. What was it? It was a jug of alchemy.
It was alchemy jug.
Okay, let me check real quick. I actually did not add it. I'll go ahead and add it right now.
Yep. You can manifest quart of oil.
No,
Now, I am
mayonnaise.
feeling about a quart low.
And then afterward, you can uncork the jug as an action and pour that liquid out. So, I mean, you're out of combat, so you can do it anyway. The maximum amount of liquid the jug can produce depends on the liquid you named. Once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one that has reached its maximum until the next dawn. So, in one day, you can only pour out 1 quart of oil.
Okay. I'll go ahead and manifest the motor. I'll mumble to the jug and manifest the motor oil, and look at them and say, "I was able." There's a quart, right?
Yep, just 1 quart.
I'll hold out the jug and there should be about a quart of motor oil. Use it as you see fit. And I'll hand the jug to them.
Well, my hands are kind of full. Can you just kind of pour it all over my face?
Katsu will kind of snicker and he's like, "If that is what you wish, I guess." And he'll proceed to start pouring some of the motor oil all over Felmare.
Yeah, just like that.
Probably about half the jug, and then he'll hand the jug to Tal and said, "There should be about half a quart left, if you would like."
You know what? I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna pour it all over my chest,
Oh, jeez.
and then I'm going to proceed to touch my chest with my hand, and in doing so, I'm gonna use lay on hands and heal myself.
I pictured hedonism bot from Futurama right there.
Oh yes. Oh my.
Yeah, I was just trying to find a GIF. The only one I could find is this one.
I love that.
Oh my.
Perfect.
Yeah. 2 hedonism bots. Just rubbing oil on them.
I love that. I think I might have accidentally added a survival mechanic. We have to eat, and they have to do this once.
Oh, Jesus. Neat.
Hey, at least we have the alchemy jug now.
Samayanya comes back and swipes it out and says, takes out a list and says, well, oil is gone now too. No mayonnaise, oil, beer, or wine. So
Wait, like,
as-
is that legit? Is that
No,
legitimate? Because I
no.
will remove it. Okay, I was gonna say because I will remove it from my inventory if that is legitimate.
No. As you all are oiling up, eating biscuits, drinking booze, Bob's mentioned about a nest to y'all.
Yeah.
So the gnomes are kind of gathering things, making sure, taking inventory, and it seems like you might have a moment if you wanted a private conversation with your party.
I tell them that I do believe that our friends may intend on looting and smashing a nest of the goose on one of the banks when we dock. But
Katsu will cock an eyebrow. Say, good ingredients.
that's what they said. In doing so, I'm pretty sure they will allow or ask us to come with them, because that was only one of the geese, and there might be another goose. And well, you saw they didn't fight, so there's a good chance that we could take advantage of that opportunity.
Hey, Pops, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
We,
Oh,
when we
you're
get
back?
to the...
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Pops. Oh, but no, that wasn't the kind of favor I was going to ask. But keep going if you want. When we get to the nest, can you message our girl and tell her to park the castle by the nest?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll use message and let her know our intentions and when it might come up. And that we may be boarding the castle again quickly afterwards.
Very well. I will have the castle ready to go as soon as you need. I will stay abreast with you and park it where I see fit.
All right. Who's ready to go murder some goose babies?
Okay.
Brooke, what I want to do is take out that pouch of seasonings I got from the lizard folk and analyze it, take a whiff of it and see if I can't determine what ingredients are in that seasoning pouch.
Once per day investigation check until I figure it out.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
What check?
Investigation.
I'm gonna reach inside my vest and use the medallion.
What does the medallion do?
It restores up to 5 sorcery points.
Okay. Got it. Katse, you gather there's probably about 7 or 8 seasonings, and you can kind of put your finger on about 5 of them, but there's 2 or 3 that are just beyond your reach at the minute.
Alright.
Pops, they did say they had a bunch of biscuits, didn't they, on here?
Yes.
Yeah, they happen to say where they were keeping them?
There is a deck below, but I think the drinks and cracked biscuits were up here over there.
They look maybe in one of those barrels.
We could look. Or we could ask.
Hey guys, just curious, where do you guys keep all the biscuits at?
Oh, yeah. We have some in a barrel just off the side, just underneath. We have some over by our mugs for easy accessibility. And then we have some below deck. Why do you ask? Would you like one?
Oh, no, I can't eat. I was just curious. I was just, wondering where you keep so many biscuits.
Oh, we have to keep a lot on hand whenever we moor at popular spots. The locals go crazy for them. They are delicious. So, where would you like us to drop you?
Well, weren't we going to go get some eggs?
And they kind of look at each
With the
other,
goose meat.
and they're like, "Who said anything about eggs?"
You say about going to the goose nest?
I didn't say anything about a goose nest. And this one walks up, the brother. What was his name? His name was Gindel. He says, I only thought it.
Oh,
Did
okay.
you? Who was reading my thoughts? Who? Were you all reading our thoughts? That is an intrusive, invasive, disgusting invasion of privacy.
Oh God. No,
I don't like them anymore.
I thought we could, there has to be a goose nest nearby, and wouldn't you guys like some eggs? The goose is dead, so we could just go in and take them.
Roll me a deception at disadvantage.
I'll speak up. I'll speak up really quick and try to provide advantage by saying,
So
you've seen that we're capable of handling our own. If you are going to go to a nest of some sort, there might be another one there, or maybe two. Wouldn't it be better to have us on your side?
just roll a flat deception.
Okay. Oh, 13.
Look, I don't know what my brother was thinking. Someone pipes up. I don't know what my brother was thinking because I did not read his mind. That is not a very kind thing to do. If you have questions, just ask. He likes eggs, and we can find eggs. We have no problem. If you want ale, or if you want biscuits, feel free to come back for a free drink and a free biscuit whenever you meet us again in the future. But this intrusion cannot be looked past. Thank you for saving us. We appreciate your help. But please, for now, and they start to steer the boat toward the shore, please leave our tavern. This one, the brother kind of moves off, as far as he can from you guys away, and like pulls his hat down over his head a little bit more. And they pull over and they moor on the side of the river. It says, thank you for dining at the the Drifting Mug. You're always welcome back for a drink and a biscuit. But this is where we part ways.
So, you guys said you're not fighters, right?
No, we are.
God damn it.
We run a tavern. We have no need on the river.
All right.
We try if we must.
Well, then I guess we'll be off then. And as I'm exiting the boat, I'm going to grab one of those barrels of biscuits that they pointed to and carry it off.
Hey, come back with our biscuits. And this one
Try and
will,
stop me, nerd.
and he will stand in your way. And he will try to stop you.
Katsu will move Susie in between all and look at all the tavern people and say, you might want to stand back. Teleports us all to shore.
Oh.
Nice.
What are you casting?
The Susie's teleportation. I'm warning them to stay back so they can get at least 10 feet away because Susie teleporting will cause them damage. So I'm warning them ahead of time to stand back.
So how many people can Susie teleport?
Everyone in adjacent spots that is a willing creature that is.
Yeah,
that
everyone
she
within a
deems-
5-foot radius. Susie's
So
literally gonna be between all of us.
so that guy stood right there to get Felmir. He's gonna put no, he would be right here. Felmir would be here because the biscuits are right here. So
I'm trying
some
to see, 'cause, yeah, Mary Poppins is there.
so the
Trying to see
gnome
how I can do this.
is going to reach out and try to punch Felmir.
No, wait a minute.
Mm.
I'm gonna.
I can't control Susie.
He is not going to be able to punch Felmir. Hang on. Controlled by Nerdy.
May. Tal
Alright,
try
now I
something real
can.
quick.
Okay. The guy missed his punch and he swings and he falls off balance.
I'll use telekinesis to make sure it doesn't fall down or off the boat.
Okay.
Go for it, Katse.
I'm gonna move. Yeah, I want to move up. Next
Yeah,
pop.
I'll move Susie there. Warn the non-party members to stand back, and then have Susie. Susie will start to like shake, and you can see like embers starting to grow, and like the flame get a little hotter around him. And then, poof, they teleport to the shore.
How much damage?
Let me check real quick.
I'll try to use.
Dex save throw DC 16, or they take 1d6 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
I'll also try to use telekinesis to shove him one spot adjacent.
What was the DC?
16.
Okay. Okay, how much damage?
1d6 plus 3.
Go ahead and roll that.
So they take 8 if they don't get out of the way, or if they're not able to get out of the way.
And how far is it? 5 or 10 feet?
5.
Okay.
So only that one guy down there.
As you teleport away, you hear a scream. And then it's cut short as this guy falls in the water, dead as a doornail.
My bad.
You
Sorry, not sorry.
have possibly made enemies already. Who knows?
Didn't Pop say he was going to use telekinesis to shove him away?
Yeah, I was gonna try to use telekinesis to shove him one square adjacent, but it's fine.
Who
Your
knows?
teleportation,
Who knows?
teleportation would have happened first.
Yep. Who knows who they know in the Outlands with having traveled the River Mott and served so many people in so many dozens of the Outlands. And as
He burns to death, and then the telekinesis goes off and shoves his dead body over the boat.
as Pippin Bright Drill, Pip, no relation, falls off the boat, dead as a doornail. You hear Brindle and Gindle yell obscenities at you all, cursing you with vengeance, and running over to try to get to their friend. That is where we're going to end the session.
There's a small coin purse that falls in my spot as I teleport away.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Um,
that there's a
Just
chance
not
that we
to
could do
warn
this
them.
the hard stealth way, where there are no witnesses.
I was just gonna make the comment to Katse about just igniting that thing on fire with his scorching ray.
I mean, I was thinking it. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking it.
Oh
Guys.
man.
We not only have these two and all of their purchasing power, but we also have the castle keeper keeping an eye on the ship.
You know, they tried to rob us, so we had to murder them.
Anyway, there's a coin purse, 30 gold, right there on the ship.
Okay.
I would have tried
Perfect.
to pay for the barrel.
Well, that's going to do it for the night. As you all made off with a barrel of biscuits at the cost of a dead body and
I mean,
Inigo Montoya
damage like collateral
death
damage.
debt. So,
So
I mean,
yeah.
missy step, 2 attacks. None's the wiser.
Anyway. Nameless Orange, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Nameless Orange Plays or on Twitch and Kick at Nameless Orange.
Awesome. Nerdy Nobody, where can we find you?
Nerdy Nobody. I'm not quite streaming right now, but I am in the works of doing a full-on Deltarune playthrough on YouTube at the Nerdy Nobody. So check me out soon.
Perfect. Twisted, my guy, where can we find you?
right here every 2 weeks.
Love it. Oh, I think someone dropped actually.
Up here.
Yeah, jump back in. There we go. Prof, where can we find you now? You're back in your box.
Oh, am I in the right space then? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yep.
You can find me on X at Captain on the Path. And you should have the links in your
Yes.
description.
Links will be in the description. And I am Chaotic Vito. You all are absolutely awesome. Hey, let chaos reign. And it did tonight. We'll see what happens next time.
Sure did.
And we'll see you later. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.